Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Transport Fever Peninsula.
What's going on, guys? I'm Completely Average Gaming and this is Transport Fever Peninsula.
I know. Don't rage quit yet. I asked Colonel Failure, is it okay? He said, it's cool. So, here we are. Hashtag win brigade. We're obviously going to beat Colonel Failure. I mean, come on. Also, we're going to do it with a bit of a smile, because I'm not sure he's capable of that stuff. We'll be fighting it out with Colonel Failure. He's not aware that this is going to be a fight, but, I'm going to bring it. So, he better bring it too.
Alright then, folks. We finally set up all the boss routes one can dream of. We got, there's one-stop services at all of them. And then we have Mega City 1, which is our only local bus ride. The lines are set up as follows. RB stands for regional bus, means it goes outside the limits of one city. And then we have LB, which is local bus, which is within one city. And hashtag 1 for it's line number 1 in that city. So yeah, there are still some cities out there that's not connected up. We'll be connecting up all of them at some point, I'm sure. But for now, just getting that initial city growth is what we're going for. And I think we've managed to put the initial stones. The first stones have been laid, cast. I don't know. But we also want to, hammer into 2 episodes worth of action into one in this beautiful little gem, which means we'll be connecting up Asgard to Arkham, I think. It's not the same line that, some other people go for, but I think, generally speaking, it's fairly flat, right? He said, looking at it now, thinking maybe it wasn't so straight or so flat, but at least it's flat coming up to Arkham, so that's always nice. And the whole place is so flippin' uneven that a little bit of straightage could really come in nicely. I'll follow along on the same kind of jazz that the Colonel has with let's just, plan for right now and forget all about the future, because we ain't giving a crap about that. Question is, where the hell am I going to put this station? Everything is so curvatured. Curvatured? Is that English, or is that some thought out language? Okay, it doesn't really matter that much if we demolish 1 or 2 buildings, apparently. I find it hard to believe, but I suppose I'm not the one making the rules. Alright, let's see if we can't get the 2 buildings right here. 304. Oh, that's going to be expensive. What the hell? You ain't winning anything unless you're sacrificing everything, apparently. I think we'll, can we... No, I think we'll make a internal bus route for Arkham, meaning we have a little bit more freedom as to where we put the station. We're probably going to go with this one. And I forgot to put that on. Oh, well. I believe we might... Ooh, holy hello. That wasn't cheap. That was not cheap. Can I get only 1? Is that a possibility? It is. Okay. 230-ish. Where? There. 224. Okay. Take it. Take it. Beautiful. Let's just scroll till we get where we want. There you go. 20. I think we can do it cheaper. Not much saved, but $5,000 is $5,000. Right. Okay. Well, that was cheap. Didn't expect that much. But let's dial it really back a little. All right. Oh, this is really nice. Okay. Well, if it continues at this level, we could almost track up the whole island at this rate. I had to look over to make sure I was recording. I was like, what? Did I remember to hit record? Apparently I did. I wasn't just talking to myself. Because, I want to say that doesn't happen, but it happens. Apparently, supposedly, that's the first sign of madness. I seem to have read that somewhere. Not sure if it was true or if it was a joke. But, if you just accept everything as true, That was expensive. Ain't having none of that. But I do feel a bridge probably coming right over here, which is okay. Yup. First loan, probably gonna need another one when we're looking at trains. So you know, might as well get it over with. My train of thought there just went from one place to another and zero flat. Okay, well there it was on to another flat. It was pretty flat over here. Let's you know, dial it out like that. Give me where's the station? The depot, I mean. Okay. You look like a very nice depot. If you do work as a depot, I have my doubts. We'll put that there. Beautiful. Wasn't that expensive? We're still paused, by the way. We haven't, like, no time has gone by, so you know. I don't remember what the chieftain himself went for. I think it might have been the D23 because D1 third, because you know, running costs and all. It's not that much difference, and I think the track is relatively flat, except for the fact that it's not. Maybe we should go for the more expensive six-wheeler. The choices of life. You hold 6. You hold 14. More than double. All right. We're gonna be going with the D. All right. Let's screw it. We're going with this one because the Colonel didn't. Especially, I should have said spoiler alert. If you got here before you watched the Colonel's video, thank you. You know, very much appreciated. I'll try to call spoiler alerts from now on. I promise. That was bad. That was horrible. I'm sorry. There we go. From there to here, that would be. See, this is just a train, and this would be a local train line. It's kind of, you know, doesn't really make that much sense. But we'll just call it P for passenger, and it will be Asgard to, was it Arkham over there? Arkham? Yep, it was. Beautiful. Let's also change the color on that one. Red. Yeah, solid color for your first train there. Now everything's going to kick into motion at once when we hit the play button. So let's, you know, make sure we're ready. Do you want to fling any extra vehicles on anything? Right, we want to add a little local line over here. I remember now. I think we're only going to throw one wagon on that. I think we'll do just fine. Hello? Give me one of those. Nope. Hello. We'll try again. That one. Yes. New line, and it's gonna be that to that, which would be L dot B, and then hashtag 1, just like that, and we're done. Beautiful. Now the question still remains: how will this fare in the grand scheme of things? Will we be making any cash whatsoever? But the question also remains, do we fling anything else anywhere? 6 minutes, that's fine. Let's look at the times here real quick. 8 minutes, that's fine. Oh, I forgot. I think I've forgotten a whole island. No, that's set up. There's one, see here. We haven't even done this part yet. Waterdeep, Silent Hill, and Castle Rock. Silent Hill, Waterdeep. I think I might have repeated that. We could at least set up one of them. So let's do Waterdeep to Silent Hill. We're not taking out another loan. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Like so. Find a cheap-ass spot for a depot. Looks like there might be a flat space here around about 20. I want it below 20. Give me less. Oh, hello. We could possibly find it below 20 here. All right, 21 if I get. All right, 20.7. That's fine. Okay, how many of you bad boys can I get? That was a lot, wasn't it? I can get one more. Okay, can I also get a stop over here? I could. Alright, beautiful. I suppose we'll set these lads up to do some different chores then. Right, you can be, which one is shorter? I think that to there. Yep. That was, what car was this? Again? 78. That's not here anymore. Alright, fine. You would be, R.B, and you would be Silent Hill to Castle Rock. Beautiful. We might fling one more on there. Hello? Silent Hill, Castle Rock. Beautiful. And then we have 5 left, all of which will go on the same line, and that will be Silent Hill to water something. Right, R.B and oops, CDZ. Silent Hill to water deep. Is it? Was I right? I was! As I said, Wind Brigade. Wind Brigade. This is where we win. And, you know, my membership to, let's also set the logo. There we go. The Kagmeister logo. My membership in Fail Brigade might be on the loose here. You know, going nuts with the Wind Brigade. But let's watch the train come out before we see how this turns out. You know, do we make a profit? That's a big ass question. If I only knew, and I don't, then you know there's possibilities. Now I've set up the train line earlier on. Spoiler alert. Okay, I've set up the train line earlier than the chief himself did, which means which means that you know, it could bring in money faster earlier in the game, which will give exponential payoffs later on, or so I'm hoping. That said, the chance of spoilers in the future is gonna be lower than it is right now, because obviously we're all starting at the same spot here, and Colonel Failure had the original. I'm kind of like just backtailing it. Backtailing? I'm just figuring stuff out. Like, come up with something and say it, and then just hope it's something people understand at least the meaning behind. Because it's probably not something that's been said before.
Now, I'm not going to pretend like we're ahead of the Colonel just yet, but hashtag Wind Brigade.
Alright, 9 years have passed. And much like Colonel Failure, we're sitting along, you know, waiting for the train to arrive somewhere nice. Yeah, you know, 1 year, 9 years, sorry, not 1 year, almost 10 years have passed since the game started up, and it's time to see how we did. And a nice little caveat here is 1.55 million. Ain't that swell? Alright, so we're off to an awesome start. We could all absolutely double up the train here. We have plenty of capacity for that. I think it takes 30, is it? It is 30. So, you know, doubling up the train, absolutely viable. We got 16 waiting here already. Over here we got, oh, it's the wrong. Yeah, no, it's yeah. Wait, what? No, 41. There we go. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Absolutely. Now that does mark the end for today. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to fling a massive like at it, as it helps the channel out and helps the video out a lot. And, you know, if you did enjoy it, you want to stay up to date with all things average, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button and stay up to date with it. But that's going to be it. I've been Average. That was a mic. I've been Average. You've been awesome. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you next time.